Hi everybody, it's Marcy, and I've got, still working on my rainbow journal, and I've got all of my pages put in. I sewed around some. I ended up not using fabric on all my pages. I did here on this first one, and it made it a little bulkier than I wanted. So I switched over to using just paper. So I cut 1-inch strips and glued it to both sides, and then sewed around the edges. I have somewhere here, I made this page into double pockets, and on the other side here I've got a very large top loading pocket. And again, the paper strips and sewn around. So I'm ready to start decorating on my journal some, and I'm actually going to start with orange. I think for me, the orange is going to be the most difficult color. So I figure that's a good starting place for me. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'd made this page that flips out, and the only orange, I don't have any orange lace that I could find. The only orange I could find was this little bit of ribbon. And so I think I'm going to put it right there on the edge of that flip out, and then I will sew down it. So grab my Fabri-Tac. And get it lined up the way I want it. Okay. And then just to be sure no glue bits stick, I'm going to put this little piece of waxed paper under it while it dries. And like I said, I will, after it has a chance to dry really well, then I'm going to go and sew down that edge just to be sure that it stays where I want it. Then I'm going to pull out this orange page, and I'm going to work on this panel. And what I've got for it, pulled out a few things. I got this page. I have some random children's book pages, and this is from a Dr. Seuss book. And I know a tuba is brass, but it has kind of an orangey color, so I think I'm going to use that. I think that'll be cute. I think this journal is going to have a lot of random, it's not going to have a one specific theme. I'm just going to If I'm in the orange section, I'm going to use things that are to the orange value. If it's in the red section, random things. And I think it'll be really cute. Be kind of a random collage type journal. Okay. So that can go about right there. I do believe I want it to be right on the edge of the page. So I think I'll use my Tombow so that I've got a minute to kind of move it around once I put it down. My art glitter glue, I'm afraid, will just grab and I won't be able to adjust to straighten it. All right. Let's see if we can get this down without making a huge mess. And let me grab it. Paper towel. I should have pulled out a baby wipe and let it dry out some, but I forgot. Okay, now where? Okay, I'm going to need a little extra glue right under there. I can tell. Excuse me, and for that, I will pull out my art glitter glue. Oh, I haven't used my art glitter glue in a couple of days. It's didn't want to let me have the pen. Okay, that's a little better. Just want to be sure those edges are down. All right. So now I've got this card from Kara's Mixed Media, and I think I had not cut it very well. And so I think what I'm going to do is pull out my trimmer instead of... The card itself I cut just fine, but the tab on it I did not do a very good job on. So I think what I'm going to do on this one is just take that tab off and turn this into a pocket. So ink around my edges. And maybe I'll go ahead and put a little thumb hole in it. If I can find. Let's see, I'm gonna. It's right at about 5 inches long or wide, so go to 2.5. Just put a little thumb hole right there. All right, and for this I can use my art glitter glue. Glue the both sides and the bottom. Okay. So I like that. And the pocket, of course, already has stuff on it, but I've got a few of Kara Brandon's ephemera pieces that I think I will add to it just to give it a little added dimension. Okay, so I think, let's see. I think I want the compass there. So yeah, I'm thinking something like that, just to put something on top of, add a little more dimension to what Kara already has down there. So now, do this first. Okay. Okay, and now the compass. Right there. And now let's see if we can get this butterfly. I should have just glued down the center of the butterfly, but oh well. Okay, so just a little added something there. And then I've got this other butterfly. It's turned to the side. And I thought it might be cute right on the edge of that tuba. Couldn't think of what it was called. I keep wanting to say saxophone because that's what my son played while he was in high school. All right, so we got a little butterfly hitching a ride on the tuba. And I may want a little more over here, but I don't know what yet. But that at least gives me a start to the orange. And of course, I'll come back later and add tags and stuff into that. But that is just a quick start to my orange pages, which, like I said, I think for me, the orange is going to be the most difficult. So just getting a start on it helps tremendously. And the only reason I think the orange is going to be the most difficult for me is because it's not my favorite color to work with, and as such, I don't have just a whole gob of orange things. So, like I said, I was digging through stacks of kids' books, stacks of everything, and that's pretty much how the orange is going to be for me. But at least here we've got a start to the orange, so I'm happy with that. Pretty much solidified that it's going to be random collage-y kind of stuff. And so now hopefully I can move forward a little quicker. So that's it for now, guys. Until next time, please be safe, stay healthy, happy crafting, and I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.